Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very exciting because we are testing out a new foundation. So I went out and I bought the new ANASTASIA foundation. The packaging looks kind of similar to the NARS Long Wear Radiant foundation. This is the bottle and it does have a pump. So the foundation retails for 71 Australian dollars, and I also picked up the setting powder in the shade Vanilla, and this one retails for $63. The powder has 25 grams in it, and the foundation just standard 30 ml or 1 fluid ounce. So we are going to test this out. We're going to apply it to our full face, half primed, half not primed, and we're going to see how it wears, what it looks like. Is it worth the hype? The one thing I thought that was really interesting about this brand's foundation coloring is that all of the olive tones are under the C family, but really exciting, you guys can't see, the shade I got is 110C, and it is more of like a sort of olive base, which is really nice because my skin doesn't have pink undertones to it, but I'm really fair, so it actually makes it really hard to find like foundations that actually match. This is the lightest shade though, so if you are fairer than me, you may struggle finding like a good color match. But enough chit chatter, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so I'm gonna start by priming my face with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. And I'm only taking one pump because I'm only gonna prime half my face. And let's do this side today. So we are nice and sticky and primed, nice and grippy, ready to go with our foundation. So I'm going to start by putting the foundation on the unprimed side so we don't get any contamination with the brush. And I'm going to just pump it out on my hand. So I've done like 2 small pumps there, as you can see. So this foundation claims to have no flashback, long wear, gluten-free, alcohol-free. It's dermatologist tested as well as ophthalmologist tested, so you can take it over your eyelids, and it's vegan as well, so that's really cool because I know there aren't like a ton of options for like vegan brands. Like Tarte and Cover FX and Nude Sticks all have vegan foundations. So this is applying really nicely. I'm applying it with the Zoeva 104 buffer brush, and the reason I'm using a brush today instead of a beauty blender is because the Anastasia brush is kind of like a dense buffing brush, and that is the one they recommend to apply it with. You can of course use a sponge, but I wanted to see how it would apply with the brush. It feels really nice on the skin, and the color match is actually really good, which I can't tell you how happy I am to find something that actually matches me really well. I don't know if you guys notice that like with all the foundations I wear, they're not all the same color as each other. So some brands I have to go like a little bit darker, or some brands the shade that's closest is lighter, and it's just so annoying because not many brands really make foundations that have like a slight olive undertone for fair skin. We're going to take up all around the eye area and see, because Anastasia doesn't have a concealer, she used to, but I don't think they make it anymore. So you can see that was just with a little bit over a pump, and I feel like I do want a little bit more coverage. So that's like, I would say like a nice sort of like medium coverage. I'm gonna go in with another pump and build that up a bit more. It's nice to have the option of having that medium or the full coverage versus just having like full or just having medium. Because that way you can use your foundation for more, like if you want it for every day, but also for when you're going out. You can see how it's looking there. It does have like a really nice sort of radiant luminous finish to it, which I really like. I love a good dewy foundation. And I didn't use that full pump. I probably used half of it. So I'm gonna go onto the other side of my face now, and we are going to see how it applies over the primer. And already I can tell that the foundation is kind of a little bit more opaque over the primer. It seems to be applying more smoothly. It feels really nice on the skin though, especially when it first goes on. It feels very cooling. It does cover really well over the eyes. I just noticed like on my eyelids I have some veins that come through with when I'm not wearing any like primer or concealer on them. And I just put like a very small amount over it and it has covered it, which is really good. I love the finish of this. It's so nice, like so dewy. Okay, so I've applied that all over. I'm gonna zoom you guys in now so you can actually see what it looks like up close. And so you can see how the foundation's looking. It looks very like dewy, very radiant. I haven't set it down with any powder yet. Looking in my mirror here, I feel like I don't see like a super noticeable difference on like either side versus primed or unprimed. I feel like this maybe kind of looks a little bit smoother, but yeah, it's covered decently well as well. I'd say if you're looking for like a mega super coverage foundation, like Tarte Face Tape might be better, but that is more matte. But overall, I really like the way it's looking so far. So I'm going to now add some concealer and then I'll come back and we'll just set everything with the Anastasia setting powder. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I have my concealer on. For concealer today, I use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination. This is in the shade Light, and I'm just pressing it in with my finger just sort of around the eye and around like the nose and on the chin there. Now we're gonna set it all with this powder. So when I was swatching this, it felt really smooth. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get it. I have a lot of setting powders and I don't need any more, but I'm finding like lately, especially under the eyes, all of my like setting powders and stuff, like they're just making my under eye look old and I'm not about that. So this is what the powder looks like here. I'm going to apply it with a beauty blender because I really want to like push it into the skin. And I don't normally do this, normally I use a brush, but I was watching like the video when this came, like when she was talking about this, when it came out, and I saw them apply it with the beauty blender, just a small amount. I'm like, looks really smooth, so I want to try it. Okay, so you can see the difference between the side that's powdered and the side that's not. Obviously, it doesn't look as luminous anymore. It does feel very smooth though, which is good. So we're gonna do the rest now. So I'm not gonna powder my whole face. I'm gonna do the under eyes and probably the middle of the face. Just areas that tend to like wear off. I'm taking it over my eyelid as well. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. It is raining like heavy outside at the moment. Such weird weather, like it's sunny and warm and then my days off come around and then it's cold and rainy, but that's all right. Interestingly, this powder does not claim to be flashback free. So I'm gonna take like a little picture on my phone and we'll see if there is any flashback. I'm not noticing like a huge difference between these, but I am quite fair, so it probably wouldn't flash back like really like prominently on me. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup quickly and then we'll come back and just check in, and then I need to head out because I have an appointment at 1:40 and then me and my sister are gonna get coffee, so I'll take you guys along and we can see how it all wears. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've just got very natural makeup on today. So for mascara today, I used the Smashbox Superfan Fanned Out Mascara. I've been really loving this lately. And then on my brows, all I have is a 24-hour brow setter. It's a clear brow gel from Benefits. And then for my blush, I used the Gold Rush blush from Benefit, and bronzer is Tarte Park Avenue Princess. And then the highlight is the Dior Backstage Glow Palette 001. And I just have lip balm on my lips. But I'm gonna quickly set my face, but I wanted to show you how everything looked before we set it. Okay, so you guys can see how it's looking so far. Everything applied really nicely over the top. There was no catching or no like weird blending moments, so that's really good. I actually really like it how it's looking so far. It does look very like fresh and smooth and even, so we're gonna see if this holds up throughout the day. So all I'm gonna do now is set my face with the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. Maybe we'll set half. We'll just set the half that we primed. and we'll see if that makes a difference. Okay, so now I'm going to head out and I will check in with you throughout the day and see how this is wearing. And then we will do a debrief at the end and see what my final thoughts are and my verdict on the foundation. Okay guys, so it's currently, I think, 4:20. This is how my foundation's looking so far in like artificial lighting. I'm just still at the mall with my sister and it feels really nice so far. We had something to eat and I feel like it's just kind of worn off a little bit around here, but otherwise it's still looking really good. Okay guys, so I'm back. It's currently almost 20 past 10. So I've had this makeup on for, I want to say, around 10 hours, so a really decently long time. So what I've been up to today is basically just sort of running errands. Me and my sister went to the shopping center and like had coffee and had something to eat and all of that. I haven't touched up my makeup at all today because I wanted to really see how it would wear without touching up, because your girl's lazy and she doesn't touch up very often. So overall, I feel like the foundation is looking really good. I feel like it hasn't really like faded off anywhere. The only area where it's kind of come off is around here, where I've obviously been eating, drinking, that kind of thing. But otherwise it still looks really good. It feels really nice as well. It doesn't feel dry at all. Yeah, me and my sister, we were like cleaning up my beauty room tonight and kind of moving around and doing things. And then I just drove her home before. So I've been like in the like warmth in the house with the heater going and then back out into the cold. So my skin's been going through all sorts of changes today. But yeah, I think this foundation has worn really well. I want to say that there's actually not really like a ton of difference between the primed and the unprimed side. Yeah, I don't really notice a lot of difference. Tell me like what you guys think. Can you notice a difference at all between the two sides of my face, with like primed and unprimed? Comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on how this foundation looks with the powder. Under the eyes, it doesn't look too bad. I feel like my skin under my eyes has been really dry lately. Not dry so much in like flaky texture, but like really dehydrated dry. I always get dry eyes as well, so I have to use eye drops. But yeah, the powder hasn't made it like look disgusting or anything. It hasn't made it look gross or cakey or like my biggest thing I feel like with certain setting powders is that it actually it makes the under eyes look really dry and sort of crepey, but the concealer just comes off and I don't know where it goes, like it's just gone, and that just like is kind of clinging on to certain areas. So yeah, I feel like that powder worked really well in setting everything in place and keeping it nice and smooth throughout the day. In the natural lighting, it looked really nice as well. I'll insert some pictures so you guys can see. I took a couple pictures with the like really nice light coming through my bathroom before I went out today, and it looked very like soft and smooth, so that is good. The foundation, it is pricey. $71 for a foundation is like a little bit up there in price, but I do think it's worth it, especially the color shade. Keep in mind, if you do have more of that sort of olive undertone to your skin, go for the ones that end in C. Usually in most brands that means that it's cool or pink, but the olive tones do fall under that category with the Anastasia foundation. They have really good video actually talking about it, so I'll link that below as well so you guys can see, talking about like the foundations, why they made it, that kind of like PR stuff. But overall I really like this, and I feel like the color is really good. It hasn't oxidized or anything like that. It still matches me really well, and I am going to wear this a lot of days now, I think. Obviously I didn't work today, so testing it at work is a different thing, but I think that it will last really well still. So I'm gonna wear this to work a few days and see how it looks. The setting powder container is freaking huge, which is good because you get like a lot of product. This is again in the shade Vanilla. It does have like the little sifter on there, and you can, I believe, take the little like sifter cap off if you just wanna like dunk your beauty blender in there. But overall I'm really happy with how this wore. This is 10 hours, no touch-ups, nothing, just kind of being like the little grot that I am, eating, getting food everywhere. Yeah, so that would be like why this is worn off here, and then also on my nose there. But you guys will definitely see me using that in future videos because I really like it. And I think this is one that I'm gonna wear when I have like occasions and things, because I know it wears really well. It doesn't like come off or fade off or anything, even after having on for a full day. I think when you're wearing foundations, it's important like for it to wear for good for like at least 8 hours, if not the full 8, at least 6, because a lot of people don't have time to touch up or they don't want to touch up. So the fact that I've had this on for so long and I've eaten and I've done stuff and been like in and out with the outside with the cold and the hot coming back inside, it's held up really, really well. So that is the end of this wear test and first impressions review. So make sure you give this video a like, and don't forget to comment down below if you've tried this or you're planning to try it. Let me know what your thoughts are too, because I'd love to know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're edging close to 100 subscribers now, and there may be a giveaway when we reach the 100 mark, so stay tuned. But for now, I'm gonna go and wash my face and have a cup of tea and relax, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.